Right, indie authors, let's talk about money, shall we? Particularly the money that you are probably going to have to lay out to get your book published. So I'm going to go through what I've actually spent so far to date. And I started spending money on the 24th of August this year, 2025. Um, so to date, and it's the 1st of November, to date, I've spent £1,433.57, so nearly £1,500. So the biggest spend so far was actually the first thing that I spent, and I got 4 book covers designed. Obviously, I would normally only be you normally only be getting one cover design, but I published 4 books all in one go on the same day, so that's cost me 4 times as much. But got a little bit of a discount because I had a recommendation from another author. So the book design cover designer gave me a discount because of that. So 4 covers cost me £439.18, which I think is quite a bargain for 4 covers. The next biggest spend was £387, and that was for a batch of ISBN numbers. And it was cheaper to buy. I got 100, so it was cheaper to buy a bigger batch than it was a smaller batch, because obviously if I'm going to continue to publish books, and they last forever, like, so I've got them for a few years to come, but I've already used 16 of those up. I've actually allocated ISBN numbers to the audiobooks, which I haven't got done yet, and I don't even know if you actually need an ISBN for an audio book, which is something I'm going to be doing in the near future, hopefully. So what I've allocated a number for them from like the first 16 on the list. So I've also paid for Atticus, which is writing software, and I'm not going to use Atticus for writing with, because I've tried it, and I'm going to make a video about that because I don't really like it that much, but I'm only going to use it for formatting. So I write with Microsoft Word, and then I'm just going to upload it there and do all the formatting in Atticus itself. So that has cost me £131.22 for Atticus. I also got a little course from another author, and it was called How I Sold 10,000 Books in under £100 budget. So that was only £5.99, so that was quite cheap. I thought I'd give that a whirl. I've also created a book funnel account and a MailChimp account, so them two are linked together. It's an email marketing service. I can collect people's emails so I can send out newsletters. I can also put on links, create links for like giveaways, and I can do it's kind of a link there for your ARC readers as well. So that was a service that I thought I needed to get. That cost me for MailChimp £9.73, and for BookFunnel £74.49. And then I also got like an upgrade for BookFunnel as well, so that cost me a further £37.24. And the upgrade allowed me to do a little bit more. So with these subscriptions, you've usually got different levels, and you can do more with the higher the level is, and the more you obviously pay. Then I subscribed to a site that does QR codes, or QR code generator website. I paid £125.65 for that. Some of these are subscriptions, so some of these are going to be annual costs that I'm going to incur. So in the back of each of those books, I've got a QR code, which when you scan it, it takes you to the link to sign up to my newsletter. The one thing with that is, if you stop subscribing to the site, your QR codes will then stop working. So you have to kind of keep that up year on year. So in future, I may just put like some kind of link in a book rather than the QR codes. Now, I also sent for some author copies. These ones up here, so hardbacks, paperbacks. Those are my author copies, but I also got another lot exactly the same, and I sent them off to the British Library. That obviously cost me in postage as well, so there was £9.39 in postage costs. Then there was another course that I got off another author. That was to do with Facebook ads, and that cost £18.82. Then I had to send off for another author copy of one particular book, book 4. That was because I changed the cover slightly. I uploaded a different file to change the cover slightly. But I accidentally ordered the wrong book. So when that book came, I had to then reorder the book that I actually wanted. So that was £6, £6.67 for one, and £6.38 for the other. So I've spent nearly £1,500 to date so far, and there are going to be further costs because I'm going to be doing some Facebook ads and Amazon ads, and I'm sure there's going to be other costs further down the line. One thing that just a note, one thing that I haven't included is any editing costs in there, because I haven't paid for any editing services. I've done everything myself, and that's simply because I just can't afford the money to pay for an editor. Um, because some of these edits are like two, three, £4,000. Obviously, depends on your word count, etc. And I just don't understand how independent authors have the money to be able to do that. And if they're saving up to do that, then it's going to take forever to get their book published. So I've done it. I think I can do it myself. I've done it myself. I'm not paying for any editing whatsoever until I have actually I'm starting to make some money. So in the future, I probably will get that service, but at the moment, I can't. I simply can't afford it because there are so many different edits that you can actually pay for, and I just can't. Even just getting one, I can't afford to get one. So I haven't included any editing costs in that. So yeah, so far £1,500 spend.